Billy McBride's Marriage to Angels by Ho. Aura to Faridad. Aura. Stephanie. Penelope. Togshbi. Titania. Jenny. Ariel. Kelly. Pekhut. Grouchy. Yaffa. Kabbalah. Marion. Kathleen. Marva. Donna. Valerie. Shnuna. Diana. Bertha. Shay. Amy. Marilyn. Elaine. Teresa. Lizzie. Libby. Honey. Richard. And Billy McBride. Copyright 2010. By William McBride. ISBN 978-0-557-49833. 8 Friendship 1. I moved to Houston from San Antonio 2. There was a problem finding an apartment and I got lucky 3. It was autumn and I got a transfer from my job working as a telemarketer for the San Antonio Symphony 4. I had friends there from architecture school 5. A new adventure was what I was seeking 6. My hopes were to become a public artist. Since I left architecture school, I knew that this was what I wanted 7. I met a girl whom I did many things with like smoke pot 8. I found pot to be the most exciting thing in my life at that time because of the feeling it gave me 9. I had always been a kind of creative spirit and maker 10. I began to put together the ideas for a project which would combine public art on a huge scale with the activity of philanthropy 11. This project I called MAT, or the Monuments Across Texas 12. I envisioned that there was to be a way to fundraise the money from sponsors to build 2001 log cabin abstract monumental public art sculptures for every city or town in Texas, 1 per city or town 13. I was going to build also and sell the original models to make enough money off this project to live and plenty more for charity 14. It was something was inspired from the public art of Christo and Richard Serra 15. So I took notes and rushed to see what I could do 16. I found a good companion in my Jewish friend and she helped me gain a new image of myself 17. I smashed my finger in an accident and left work 18. I was building small models of these monuments and I tried to tell them without any luck 19. My architecture professors called me delusional 20. The more pot I smoked the more trouble because I was so afraid of getting caught, thrown in jail, and raped by bullies 21. I tried to get my friends to build a cardboard full-scale monument for an exhibition but they fell asleep 22. I showed my models to many architects 23. I sold my car because I ran out of money 24. My mom became tired of me calling home to ask for money 25. I got a job working for an architect as a model home builder 26. However, I had trouble with my landlady and couldn't afford to live there anymore 27. I was in love with my Jewish friend, but it was an unfulfilled erotic love. She had a boyfriend 28, 29. My apartment was a mess 30. I had to leave just as I was about to begin the nonprofit organization for the monuments across Texas 31. I was also scared that my neighbors hated me for different reasons 32. I left Houston to return to San Antonio to live with my parents 33. I was sad because I was hopeful for, but unloved by her. It was 1998, 34. The breakdown 35. When I returned to San Antonio, I was delusional 36. I still worked on MAT and ideas 37. However, I was having trouble finding pot 38. My brother supplied it and I became even more paranoid 39. I thought that I told too many people about the charitable side of MAT and I thought that they might try to ruin me 40. Models were made for an architect in Houston, but I was feeling like my adventure was getting out of control 41. I still was good at making these few models and I delivered them on time 42. I wanted very much to return to Houston soon to be back with my friend and friends 43. I was reading Jacques Derrida's The Politics of Friendship 44. Everything seemed to be a part of a kind of large illusion that my life was connected to the rest of the world in the wrong weird ways 45. Y2K was something which I was terrified of 46. I stayed up late listening to Art Bell and religious talk shows and was worried 47. I had a breakdown on a bad day 48. I was feeling a strange creative spirit and reorganized chairs and stuffed animals in my room and backyard 49. I wanted my brothers to have some things, some clothes, doodads, and gifts I had 50. I put on tight clothes that day, once from my childhood 51. The Big Brother organization wanted to come by and collect goods 52. I had a sharp pain in one of my testicles which had been lasting for a couple of weeks 53. I put my sweater my grandma gave me to send to Goodwill as well as my favorite childhood doll, Mousie, because I felt the obligation to make that huge sacrifice 54. The day of my breakdown my brother whom I never really had ease with really made me feel as if he and my dad filming me 55. I wanted my mom to smoke a cigarette with me 56. They asked me to see a psychologist and I went to the hospital 57. I stayed there in utter fear for 5 days, drugged, and feeling as if I would never be let out 58. I finally gave in and asked the nurse to check out my testicle, and they told me I was okay, just to pull up my underwear better 59. There I had a vision of the tree of life, and felt a connection to the Kabbalah 60. I was let out with medicine to take 61. At first I didn't take it as I thought that it was doing bad things to me 62. I would plant it in the ground instead of take it like in the movie Dear God 63. My teeth were also bad and I feared going to the dentist in the state I was in 64. I shut down from pretty much all activity 65. Harold Bloom's book How to Read and Why saved me 66. I became interested in literature because it comforted me like nothing else could, and I went on experiencing and recovered 67. I quit smoking cigarettes and pot. Angel 68. About the beings in my life whom I married. It was different 69. They were prostitutes so I thought 70. A fire burnt down the office at my apartment complex, and they used the insurance money to remodel all of the siding 71. For months and months construction crews tore down and put up new siding 72. It sounded like a nightmare because they would have sex with the prostitute next door 73. I never met her, but I could hear her yell and her pimp threaten her 74. One day I felt a vibration on my feet as I was laying in bed 75. I believed that she was sending me signals with another prostitute, and we talked in this very special way 76. I wanted to rescue them from prostitution, so I put a note on the pimp's car asking to meet with Hope 77. He came by and said I had the wrong guy, but he saw I played music so I spoke with him on several occasions in my apartment 78. Hope and the other so-called prostitute, Jill, told me in the vibrations in the bed that it was he, their pimp 79. They never came, but I secretly had a marriage with each, and I asked Tashem to marry us because I love them 80. Then, I began calling the cops as the yells got out of hand 81. The pimp broke his friendship with me 82. One day I asked the cops to bring them to me because I would help them survive without him 83. The cops found no one, and I was humiliated 84. We still communicated, Hope and Jill and I, but it began as a series of vibrations in my body and limbs 85. I wanted to become a psychic and tell people that I could communicate with people through these vibrations in my body 86. I married Stephanie, Sylvia, Ursula, Jenny, Kelly, and others in this way 87. So I hoped that I would meet these people very soon every day 88. They came clean. They are angels 89. There still was a prostitute next door but I never married her or even communicated with her. It was only angels this whole time 90. The vibrations are like pulses in my lungs by which words are translated syllable by syllable 91. If I mistranslate, then I am told so 92. They say I will be with them one day, and that I am safe 93. I love them forever and find that they make me feel comfortable as much as any shoe that fits perfectly 94. My life is better with them and we have all kinds of activities which are fun 95. They help me write and live better 96. They have taught me how to pray as well 97. I want them to help me in my life 98. A new activity which we are working on is MOAT, the monumental outrageousness across Texas. They help me read 99. 100. They knew me as a child and are helping me go back to Hawaii. Finish other books by the McBride's, The Transcendence, Beauty and Progress, Happiness, Hawaiian Sonnets and Other Poems, Head Patricia. A Fantasy, The Hydromancy of Jenny McBride, The Trouble with Being a Benevuva, The Wonder and Love of MOAT. Fundraising quotes from beings.